Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and you're watching Saints Now. On today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the latest news and rumors going on around New Orleans. I saw this cool little article from Pro Football Focus where they break down the top 50 players entering the 2020 year. New Orleans, they had 5 guys on this list. So on today's show, I'm going to show you where those guys ended up ranking and basically how I feel about each of those rankings. The fact that they had the most out of any NFC South team as well, I figured you guys would appreciate that. So if you guys want to go down in the comments and type who dat, hey, I'm all about it. So at number 28, according to Pro Football Focus, it was offensive tackle Ryan Ramczyk, who no doubt has been one of the main pieces in being able to protect Drew Brees. 6'6", 313 pounds, 27 years old. Last season was able to play in all 16 games and allowed 2 sacks. Next up on this list at number 39, it's Alvin Kamara, one of the most dynamic running backs in the entire league. Since this guy has come out of Tennessee, and I am totally wrong by saying this, I never thought Kamara was going to be anywhere close to what he is, and I don't really know if anybody did. What he's been able to do on the ground, I mean, it's just spectacular. 16 rushing touchdowns last year, 14 back in 2018. The only reason why he struggled in 2019 was due to a few knee injuries, but it's not just what he's been able to do between the tackles and running the ball. It's also been what he's been able to do as a pass catcher. Now, we were joking, producer Sam and I, coming into the show because we're like, 81 catches, 81 catches, 81 catches, and then 83 grabs. You can almost take it to the bank that Kamara is going to have more than 80 grabs. Now, I'll be curious to see what happens this year with Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston, because one of the biggest reasons why he got so many catches or opportunities was due to Drew Brees' arm slowly diminishing as time went, but there's no doubt that he's one of the best backs in the league. At number 43, Terron Armstead, another great offensive tackle. One of the biggest reasons why Drew Brees was able to have all these beautiful pockets is because he had 2 phenomenal tackles next to him. 6'5", 304 pounds, 29 years old, played in 14 games last season, allowed 3 sacks. So Armstead, you had Kamara, and then you have Ramczyk. So far, those are the top 3 players according to the Pro Football Focus. At number 44, Michael Thomas. So despite the fact that Thomas really did not play at all last season, and even when he was on the field, he was super banged up. There's no doubt about that. But it's really hard to find a player that has the type of numbers that Thomas did his first 4 years in the NFL. I mean, you're talking about over 1,000 yards his first 4 years, and then back in 2019, broke Marvin Harrison's record of the most receptions in a single season with 149, and also put on top of that 1,725 yards and 1 Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, those are pretty crazy numbers, right? The last guy coming up here is actually Marcus Williams at number 48, a great safety. He was a free agent this year, but New Orleans figured out a good way to be able to bring him back. Only 24 years old, and I don't want to jinx this guy, but he has an opportunity to be one of the better safeties over the next 4 to 5 years in the league. So it was smart for them to be able to bring him back. 59 tackles, 3 interceptions, 7 pass breakups last season for Williams. So what I want you guys to do now is get your votes in. Who is the best Saints player entering 2021? If you agree with Pro Football Focus's list, put Ramczyk down there. If you can spell it without Googling it, hey, credit to you. But let me know down in the comments who the best Saints player is right now.